watching. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a prom makeup tutorial. This is a little bit more sultry and smoky and deeper than my last tutorial was, which I will have linked at the end. But I really do like how this turned out, and I want to point out, if you think this look wouldn't go with your dress, this is more of a techniques video, so you can watch this, see where I place different colors, and then use colors that you want to use to create this same smoky eye effect, just that will match a little bit better with your dress. Like maybe your dress is silver and you don't want a gold lid. No problem. You can totally switch that out and do a silver lid and maybe do a little bit of a cooler transition tone in the crease. But I'm going to stop rambling because you're going to hear much more about it in the video. So again, thank you guys for watching. If you're interested in seeing how I got this look, then please keep watching. So the first step is to prime your eyes. I did my brows off screen. If you would like a brow tutorial, please comment down below. But my brow routine is pretty much the same. It's redundant. I use a concealer to conceal my eyes because I do have kind of like blue veins of thin skin on my eyelids. So once I cover everything up with a concealer, I'm picking up Soft Peach from one of my Anastasia palettes, and I'm just packing that on my lid to set it. And now I'm picking up Latte, I believe, from Makeup Geek. I will double check with that and have it in the description box, but that is going to be my transition shade. I just need a nice light brown to throw down to make it easier for me to blend everything else out, because this look does require a lot of blending. And now I'm picking up the shade Morocco from that same Anastasia palette, and I'm just throwing that in my crease. I'm really going to work this color up. I want a lot of this Morocco kind of burnt orangey red brown shade to be showing through in my end result. That's really going to make almost every eye color pop. It's a really, really pretty color. It's pretty universal, but yeah, so as you can see, I am building this up, going back and forth between eyes. I like to make sure everything's even before I move on to the next color. But as you saw, I'm picking up the shade Fudge, which is a really nice, warm, rich brown, and I'm popping that onto my outer corner first, and then I'm going to be slowly dragging that in towards my inner corner. One thing I'd like to point out here is it is going in my crease, but I'm keeping it lower than that Morocco shade, so we're kind of going to have that smoky eye effect. And then once that is to my liking, I'm picking up the black shade of the palette and I'm popping that right onto my outer corner, and I'm kind of bringing it up just to just right beneath my crease. And then I'm going to take that same brush that I was using Fudge with, and I'm just going to blend that out on my outer corner. And then we're just going to pack some more black on and blend it out, and you just want to keep packing the black and blending until you get to that desired intensity. And then once it's pretty blended out on your outer corner, you can go ahead and start to blend it in towards your inner corner crease. But for this look, do keep in mind that I'm trying to keep the darker shades on the outer corner. So now I'm picking up my Tarteist palette, and I am using the shade Glam, which is that second silver shade. Not silver, I'm sorry, gold. I said silver because it looks kind of silvery or more champagne-y in the palette, but when you put it on your lid, it's a really nice golden color, and then the gold above it is like a really yellow, dark gold. So this is very nice to bring some light to the lid and open your eye up, but I put that all over my lid. I put that kind of a little bit over the black on my outer corner just to make sure it blends real nice, and then you guys are going to see me later go in and touch up that black. But that's pretty much it for the eyes. I'm going to move on to my face. I'm priming my face with this green NYX Photo Primer. I'm putting that everywhere just because I do get red. Like if anyone talks to me, I'll blush, but that's besides the point. So that was my foundation combination. It's the Maybelline Fit Me foundations and then just some bronze drops, which I'll leave linked down below. But I skipped me putting on my foundation because all I do is use a sponge, and it's been the same routine in my last probably like 5 makeup tutorials. So I just decided to skip it. But I'm moving on to contour. This is the Lorac Pro Contour Palette, or Contour and Concealer Palette, which I really, really like. And I am doing my cheekbones, under my chin, my temples, my jawline. I am really going hard with the contour here because we want to be snatched for prom, am I right? But after I do my whole face, then I go in and I don't brush up, I put my nose contour on, and I like to do my nose contour when I do my concealer. So I'm using the NYX HD Concealer. I'm putting it under my eye, my chin, my forehead, and then a stripe down my nose right in between that contour shade. And I just like to blend it out that way because for me, I feel like if I just do my contour by itself, my nose contour by itself, it just looks like way too strong, way too harsh. So this is how I keep my nose contour under control. And then one thing I do is I blend my under eye highlight kind of up right next to my nose contour, so it just really meshes together and looks a little bit better. That's interesting. It looks better. But before I go ahead and bake my under eye, I'm going to set my contour. I'm using my Tarte Hotel Heiress bronzer, which I mentioned in my last video. I've been loving it. It's so good, but I am setting my whole face with this. Not my whole face, my whole contour with this. So cheeks, a little bit on my forehead, my jawline, a little under my lip. I'm going to leave my nose alone for now with that contour powder, bronzer. But now I'm just going into the Bahama Mama bronzer, and it's a little bit more gray toned, so it's going to make my contour just like that much more intense. And this is where I'm patting what's left on that brush onto my nose. But I did not go over my kind of like temple forehead or under my chin with that Bahama Mama bronzer because I felt like what I had on was enough. But now I'm just baking, and I'm bringing that powder under my eyes and right up onto like right beneath my nose contour to make sure it's really clean and really cut, really sharp, real nice. So yeah, I'm using my Aurora Mercier setting powder, and it's amazing. And I also really press that powder into my smile lines. And yeah, I just get like the worst smile lines. But while I'm waiting for that to bake, I'm setting my eyebrows. This is a CoverGirl brow setter, which again will be linked down below. But after some time, I'm going to wipe that off, and we're pretty much just going to get started with my under eye makeup. To start that off, I'm going back into the shade Morocco, and I'm going to pack this onto my lower lash line pretty heavy. I want this to be a nice smoky lower lash line, so I do bring that shade down quite a bit. But now I just went into Fudge, and I'm running that along my lower lash line, kind of almost like I'm gonna smudge out a black eyeliner. But you'll see here, I am putting that black shadow back on my outer corner, and I'm putting that right on the very outer corner of my lower lash line as well, just to intensify it a little bit. And now I'm just going in with this black Lorac, that rhymed. I'm going in with this pencil, I'm tightlining, I'm putting a real thin line on my top lash line, and then I also put that in my waterline just to really sexify this look. And now I'm doing some mascara and some lashes. The mascara is the Lash Sensational, and that's what it looks like without lashes. I just wanted to show you guys that. So lashes are totally optional, but if you are one of those glam extra girls, go ahead and wear some lashes because they look great. And now I'm just touching up my bronzer. I put a little bit more of that Hotel Heiress shade bronzer on, and now I'm going in with NARS Orgasm. It's a really nice peachy pink blush, and I kind of went in a little heavier than I normally do, but after I get most of it off the brush, I just swipe a little bit on my chin and my forehead. It just kind of like ties the look together for me. And now highlight, my favorite part. This is the Makeup Revolution Golden Lights highlighter. It's a new fave. I mentioned it in my last video. I'm highlighting my whole face, so Cupid's bow, chin, cheekbones, above the brow bone, beneath the brow bone to do my brow highlight, my inner corner, nose, literally everything. It's like so pretty. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is set my face. I'm using the NYX Dewy Finish Spray, and I just like to go over my highlight with that to make it look a little less powdery and a little bit more like it's just coming from within. And now the last step is the lips. I'm using this lip liner from the brand Palladio. I believe it's in the shade Nutmeg, but again, I'll double check. And then, so I'm lining and filling in my lips with this, so my lips are going to be a dark burnt orange for a second. And then over top of that, I'm going in with MAC's Please Me lipstick. It's kind of like a matte, nudie pink shade. And then on top of that, to make sure it lasts the whole night, I'm just going in with some gloss from NYX. And this is the finished look. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed this prom tutorial. Comment down below, let me know what you think. You can always switch up the colors with this. If you have a more kind of like purpley cool tone dress or whatever, you can totally play with grays, silvers, and blacks to create a smoky eye that looks like this, but it's just a different color. So please keep that in mind. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Everything that I used in this video will be listed in the description box, as well as links to my other social media platforms. You can catch me over there until my next video. But that's all I have. I think I said thanks 2 times already, but thanks again, and I hope you all have an amazing day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys!